In this video, I want to share with you the 3-step process to break any addiction or any habit that you may have right now. Take this from someone that had a drinking problem for 10 years. I was the type of person that said, I don't have a drink problem, but when I drink, I have a problem. And I had this problem for over 10 years and it ruined every area of my life, my health, my wealth, my relationships and happiness, and something had to change. Cast yourself 10 years later, I'm now happily married. I have a little girl, she's only 11 weeks old. I run a multiple 6-figure business with my lovely wife, and we're just about to jet off in 3 weeks' time to the island of Crete. And that's where we're going to be residing for the rest of our life, hopefully. So I'm going to share with you the 3-step process, how to remove any addiction or any habit. So number 1 is to play it forward. And what I want you to do, and this is what I did, is I want you to take a piece of paper out right now. And I want you to draw a line right down the middle. And I want you to write on the left-hand side, consequences, and on the right-hand side, payoffs. And I want you to think of that one habit, that one addiction that is creating a lag indicator and effect in your life. It's putting your health down, your wealth down, your relationships, and it's stopping you from potentially becoming the best version of yourself and then living the best life that you can. And if I use my example of the payoffs and the consequences, when it came to the alcohol, the drinking, the weekends, the partying, I could write at least 30 different consequences. It would affect my health, my mental health, my emotional health, my physical health. It was affecting my relationships. It was affecting my self-confidence. It was affecting my finances. And I had to play it forward. And what I did is I took the 3 top consequences and I went deep with 10 more consequences from each of those 3. And this may sound extreme, but I wanted to get an extreme result. I wanted to get an extreme transformation in my life because enough was enough. And you have to get to that point in your life where enough is enough. You're sick and tired of your stories. You're sick and tired of your excuses. You're sick and tired of just saying, this is just who I am. This is a part of me. Because of my past, because of my trauma, this is what I do to cope. And I get it. I've been there myself, but you are worth so much more and you can be so much more. And when I went down on these consequences, and all they are is just a bunch of sequences that happen. And it led to me just living this unhappy life. Being in my 60s, living on my own, being the drunk uncle at every party, not being able to find love, not being able to grow a business, my health going on the decline, and basically just selling out on life. And I won't go into the reasons why I drank, but it was because of past traumas, but it was just a story. Because I'm not my past, you're not your past. You are just a bunch of feelings and emotions that you have every day from your current paradigms and assumptions around the world of how you bring order to chaos. But we can change those I ams about you. And that is one of the most powerful things that you can do. And then on the other side, we have the payoffs to drinking alcohol, right? And with the payoffs, there was only a few for me, and there may only be a few for you right now. Your habit could be that you sleep in too long, you're skipping the gym, you stay up too late, you binge eat past 10 o'clock. But the payoffs for me for drinking alcohol was that it relaxed me. It made me feel confident. It helped me sleep, whatever it may be. But the consequences of drinking massively outweighed the payoffs of drinking. And when I kind of think about what my life would look like in the future, if I was to continue with that bad habit, the pain of living that life in the future is far more greater than saying no to booze. And that's how I create leverage. Sometimes we need to just go back to basics, pen and paper, writing stuff down, visually actually seeing in front of us of like how this one habit is destroying and will destroy everything we want in life. And that we just have a few benefits just linked to that selfish pleasure of self-soothing, of self-sedating, whatever it may be. And that is what's really holding us back. And now you know about the payoffs and the consequences, we now need to move into step 2, which is not removing the habit, but replacing it with something else that gives you a similar feeling every single time that you do it. So if we go back to point 1, we had the benefits. So I used the example of alcohol. And the benefits of drinking alcohol was it helped me sleep better, it gave me confidence, and it helped me deal with stress. So what I had to do is I had to dig deep and find other activities and things to do to give me the same benefit or similar. So for example, with like feeling confident. The reason why I didn't feel confident because I had low self-worth because I wasn't working on myself daily. So I started leaning into things like going to the gym, going for a run, looking after my health, looking after my nutrition. And as I started to see my skin clearing, my eyes getting wider, my t-shirts and my clothes fitting me better, and I started to create this confidence. So I replaced that feeling with something else, because the one thing that I was using to feel more confident was actually putting a decline on everything else in life. It was disempowering me, it was uninspiring me, it was making me feel unmotivated, depressed and worthless. But when I started to lean into things like exercise and looking after myself and personal development, I started to see the benefits of this. I started to move one step closer to my compelling and inspiring future. So going back to point 2 is that we don't remove, we replace. We have to replace, because where your focus goes, your energy flows and the results show. Take this as a weird example. Let's just say I took you to a nudist beach and I said to you, when you're at the nudist beach, don't look at people's bits. It's going to be harder to not look at people's bits than it is to actually look at people's bits. But what if I said to you, oh wait, look, there's a shark riding a jet ski with a unicorn on top of its head. You'd say, oh wow, okay, that's easier to look at something else. It's all about redirecting your focus. So if all you can focus on is staring at the bottle or that bad habit and you have nothing to redirect your focus, not leaning into that habit, not actually doing that thing is harder than actually just giving it in. So it's all about switching up your focus. So now that we've created some leverage, now we know about the payoffs and the consequences, we know about how to get the same benefits from something else that's going to take you one more step closer to your inspiring future. We now need to start changing your self-image. We need to start using these 2 words, and they're the most powerful 2 words you will ever say in your life, which is I am. If you change your I am, you will change your world. I used to say to myself, I'm someone that doesn't have a drink problem, but when I drink, I have a problem. I used to say things like, I am not worthy of love, I'm not worthy of success. And then I started to reframe things. I started to reframe it as, I am a non-drinker. I am someone that prioritizes my health. I'm someone that prioritizes connection. I'm someone that prioritizes being high energy. And by saying those I ams over and over again, I started to decode my subconscious of what was creating my personality, which was in return shaping my personal reality. And I was leaning into my I ams daily. And then when I would go cold turkey for a while from the habit, because I didn't change the I am, I would just go back to it. So if you want to give up smoking, you need to just start saying, I am a non-smoker, not I am trying to quit. Instead of saying no to these things, just say, no, I'm a non-smoker. I am a non-drinker. I am someone that prioritizes health. I am someone that prioritizes energy, prioritizes connection, personal development. I am. And when you change that I am and you do it on repetition, day in and day out, and then you follow it up with the aligned action that goes with the I am, because it's all good and well just saying it, but you have to have an action that's aligned with it that you do intentionally every single day. You start to change your self-image. And it really is that simple. Yes, it's easier said than done. The hard part is sticking to it. But if you create enough leverage, so it's not just about you, it's about someone or something else, how it's going to impact your family's life, your friend's life, your business, your work, your colleagues, playing it forward so you can see where this road is going to take you if you do not stop this habit and get a handle on it right now. And instead of just going cold turkey, we're going to replace it with something else, and we're going to start to change that self-image. Start telling yourself a different message. Start telling yourself a different story. Start telling yourself a different perceived truth. Start changing your assumptions about yourself and start changing that story. Upgrade your self-image, upgrade your values, build leverage through others, and you will kick that bad habit within days. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, a comment, subscribe, and there'll be more to come. I appreciate you.